It's the most wonderful time of the year. But what exactly is the tax on Christmas? Before the tree goes up or cream goes on the pav, you probably start thinking about presents. But with every box of roses and pair of socks you buy, you pay an additional 15% in goods and services tax, GST. And that includes items ordered from overseas, so there's no escaping some sharp price increases on your favourite gifts. Not to mention, if your online order adds up to more than $1,000, you may pay a fee at the border. And if you get really unlucky, you could stumble across a tariff. For example, a pair of nice leather shoes bought from the United States could land you a further 10% charge. The alternative is to buy from New Zealand businesses, but these pay a comparatively high company tax and pass that on to you. It all adds up to a generous gift from you left at the door of the IRD. But we know Christmas isn't just about material things, it's about being with family. Often, that means travel. If you choose to drive, about 50% of what you pay at the pump will be taxed. So if driving home for Christmas is a long trip, you'll pay almost half of your petrol bill to the government at the Bowser. But you can't afford tax by flying either. You'll pay a security levy just to get on the plane. And if your family and friends are visiting from overseas, they'll pay a visitor's tax of up to $35 each. You'd think once the presents are purchased and you'd arrived off the plane, the government would leave you alone. But councils want to get in on the action too. More and more councils are considering levies on accommodation, so when there aren't enough beds at mum's place, you might be up for another fee. But it's not just councils. The government is introducing an app tax next year. That means the Uber from the airport or the Airbnb stay when you head away will be 15% more expensive next year. And when you pick up the ingredients for Christmas dinner, you'll be paying more than just GST. Every bottle of Lindau comes with a $2.60 excise tax, and it's $7 per box of beer. Worse still, you probably enjoy an eggnog or a nightcap, but every litre of spirits comes with an excise bill of $26. And if your dad wants a cigar at the end of the night, it's Christmas after all. He'll pay excise on that too. Finally, you make it to Boxing Day, but the government will still be merrily lining its pockets, because there's also a tax on the scrunched up wrapping paper and unwanted novelty gifts that go into landfill. By next Christmas, the levy will be 6 times what it was in 2020. So you may want to consider being careful about tearing that wrapping paper off. And how do we pay for all of this? Well, with your income or savings, which, let's not forget, have already been taxed by up to 39% themselves. You just have to hope that that Christmas lottery ticket from Grandma pays off, particularly since she paid a gambler's levy for that. But here's the real nightmare before Christmas. The way things are going, New Zealanders are getting off lightly this year. Over the past 12 months, politicians and lobbyists have called for sugar taxes, meat taxes, digital services taxes, wealth taxes, capital gains taxes, vacant house taxes, land taxes, and even higher excise taxes on alcohol. The holidays. It's the most wonderful time of the year for the taxman. Merry Christmas from the New Zealand Taxpayers Union.